Hello, thank you for watching All Good Things and All Good Time. I'm in the lobby sitting here like a lot of people sit a lot of the time. It's a little weird though, it's the first time I've done this. Seems like the people who were previously unhoused before now being housed here, who would inevitably be dying if it wasn't for them getting this help and assistance, because there's just no food or water anywhere and stuff like that. So whether they had a house or not, they need to be here so they don't die. And a couple of them, I've seen a few people who were homeless looking, and now they are cleaned up. They got a haircut, they're in clean clothes, they look like $1 million, and it looks like maybe hopefully they're going to start going, making their lives way better from here on forward, which is exactly what you'd like to see. I'm gonna do like an official update later or whatever. I'm finally gonna start trying to get outside my own head and this property, go down Conopoli Beach, see what's going on at all the other hotels, eventually get down to my place. Eventually I have to see it anyway, even though I've been avoiding it. And I'll take you on that journey to see my burned out house. That's a big thought. Kind of blows your mind up when you think about it. What else? As a wannabe stand-up open mic comic, my dream has been to have an audience, so I'm gonna put together a bit because I have an audience thanks to you guys, and that's what every comedian dreams of. It just wants to make people laugh. So look forward to that content. That'll be a new kind of content. That'll be really healthy for me to write. I like to write different arrangements of jokes based on various criteria, like the school project. So I'm going to do that. It'll be good for me. I'm also going to start to pursue finding out about the missing and the dead. I've been avoiding that. I've had a lot to cry about already. So does everybody else. All these people are sitting here in this beautiful place on the beach, but they're just in their rooms where there's no TV, it's quiet, and they're just crying. That's what everyone's doing. A few people are on the beach, but there's just a lot of crying. Interrupted by a few crazy people, Gotta love the crazy people. Anyway, they're all part of this landscape. As you can see, I already made some food, so now I got some nourishment. I need to get back into exercise, and that's cool. I've been spreading out the love. Normally I wouldn't want to tell you, and I'm going to start telling you some stories. I'll tell you one today, because I promised somebody I would. And I'm going to start telling stories of various things, and whatever, anyway. So that's, and I'm going to start interviewing people. I've got some people who've said they would let me interview them. Some of them I've been on this whole journey with through the freaking lockup or lockdown. We were in a shelter all the way to here. What else? Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained, but yeah, I'm gonna start trying to find out about the dead, the missing, finding out about what else is going on everywhere else, interviewing other people. I'm a little exhausted. I've been crying today a little bit, yeah, I hope you get out there in the ocean and swim. Say a prayer for the dead first. It's been 2 weeks. Sorry for rambling. So I got a story for you, and it reminds me of this current situation. So in my car I have four CDs left in my life, the 4 that were in my CD changer. AC/DC, If You Want Blood, You Got It. Pennywise, Unknown Road. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And an instrumental, Windham Hill thing that's just pleasant. But when I rode my bicycle across the United States the first time in the summer of 1989, I only had 4 tapes. crazy. So I have 4 tapes, and it was a Sade, Van Halen, Leonard Skinner, and Bob Marley. Okay, that's all I had. So I didn't have a lot of music, and that was obviously a shortcoming and something I did better on the second trip. But, so there I am, listening to Leonard Skinner crossing the United States of America on Interstate 10 from San Diego to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I'm in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, going down the street, and there's Hard Bodies, this old stucco gym like a block away from the beach. Owner says, hey man, yeah, you can work out for free. Because, you just rode your bicycle here from California. So I'm exercising, and there's 2 people in there. In the corner, there's this shrine to an old man that was in a circus who spun on his head, of all things to have in it. Corner of this little gym, tiny gym. And that man, I think, had just spun on his head before I had arrived. So that, I think, it was something that had just happened. And in there, speaking of homeless, yeah, there's a homeless guy. He's over there. He's loud. He's a loud one. So, so I'm working out, and next to me, and I hear this guy say to the old man, "Hey, I'm a musician, and when I play music, blah 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 blah." And I just picked up on that. A minute later, I'm working out next to the guy, bearded fella. I said, "What kind of music do you?"
This is fine.
What kind of music do you, God, that's annoying, now he's talking to me. So I'm in the gym, next to this guy, he's doing a leg press. I said, I overheard you said you're a musician. He said, yeah. I said, what instrument do you play? He said, I play drums. I said, what kind of music? He said, I guess you'd call it Southern rock and roll. I said, anything like Leonard Skinner? He said, yeah, that's my band. It was Artemis Pyle, the drummer of Leonard Skinner. Of course, they all come from Jacksonville Beach. But I'm like, holy shit, you won't believe it, my brother. I just rode my bicycle across the United States of America. Only have 4 tapes, and one of them was you. Pronounced Leonard Skinner. And he said, oh, so you've been hearing a lot of this. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been listening to. He's like, oh, that's cool. He had the sweet 74 Bronco, white, parked right out front, just cherry. Nice guy. So the owner of the gym goes down to a bar, big old bar restaurant called Hard Bodies. Let me know. No, that was the gym. It was called Freebirds, of course. Leonard Skinner's town. Bar's name is Freebirds. Okay. So the owner of the gym goes down, talks to the owner of the Freebirds, and Freebirds owner says, hey, send that kid down here. Everything's on the house. So I go down there, I'm eating. I mean, I'm so hungry. I'm riding a bicycle across the United States. I had a steak sandwich. I had a bucket of wings, fries, beer, talking to some guy in the Navy next to me. Artemis Pyle, drummer Leonard Skinner, walks up behind me, puts his hand on my shoulder, says, hey, son, good to see you again, man. Hey, when you're ready, man, come on over here. Join me and my friends. We're over here at this table. So, all right. And then I tell the guy, it's drummer Leonard Skinner. He's like, yeah, right. I give So I go over, hang out with him. He's like, hey, man, it's the night of the lunar eclipse. It was August 16th in the summer of 1989. There was a lunar eclipse that night. And Artemis Pyle's neighborhood was coming out, looking at it through a telescope. He said, hey, man, me and my neighborhood, we're watching this lunar eclipse now. You want to come on? So next thing you know, I'm in his car. He takes me to his house, which is just a modest condo. The bass player of his band, I think, is on sharing a wall behind him. And I walk in, man, and freaking every gold platinum Leonard Skinner album is right there on the wall. I'm like, no, shit, this is just insane. You know, I got 4 tapes. One of them's Leonard Skinner. And now I'm in the drummer's living room looking at all his gold platinum albums. Crazy, right? Crazy. So I'm 20. I don't know what to talk about because I don't have anything to talk about yet. I don't know anything. So I'm like searching my brain. What could I connect with him on? What could I ask him? Only question I could come up with was like, so what kind of music do you like? And he's like, well, I've been listening to this synthesized jazz music, you know, and because what I figured I should start asking people for was a tape of different music. So he gives me a tape of the Yellow Jackets. It's like synthesized jazz or whatever. And we hang out in the neighborhood, watch lunar eclipse, and then shoot the shit. And he gives me a ride back to my hotel. That was it, man. Never talked to him again, never saw him again. Drummer Leonard Skinner, man. I met him, hung out with him, went to his house. And I only had 4 tapes going across the United States of America. And then I meet the drummer, and anyway, and it was, so that, I will try to explain, and it will probably happen. I have unusually good fortune, weird luck. I can't explain. I swear it's my ancestors hooking me up or something. I don't know. But I'll take it. And right now it's been coming in handy. During this, I want to say pandemic. It keeps coming to mind, but no, during this, whatever you want to call this thing. It's so bad, there's no words, and when you use the words, it makes you feel bad, so let's just call it, it is what you want to call it. And two of these Red Cross workers are pretty cute. I just wonder if they're single, anyway, and like they're not, you know, they're like close to my age, and they're cute, which is damn near impossible. Oh God. Oh God, yeah. Anyway, I'm enduring a lobby full of people with mental illness. It's all good. None of them are dangerous, but one guy's loud, so that's what you're hearing. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you right now. Thanks for listening. I'm totally exhausted. I'm going to try to write coherent thoughts, maybe do podcast-like things, but hit subjects, boom, 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 and not bore you with a bunch of sighing and pausing and like I am right now. Let's see. I got a funny thought for you before I go. So, I don't know if you've heard of earthing. Gwyneth Paltrow teach you all about it. It's this idea that if you touch the ground with your feet, not shoes, right? The idea being that once we started wearing shoes, separated us from the earth. Because when we are touching the earth with our feet, we are electrically grounded, right? That's the idea, right? To be electrically grounded, and that there's all kinds of healthy benefits that come from touching the ground with your feet. So, if that's true, okay, I am someone who likes to swim. If that's true, that it's healthy to touch the ground with your feet, how good is it for you to jump in the ocean, right? You can see this shit. I'm gonna be respectful. But if you jump in the ocean or a swimming pool, you are connected to the earth at every millimeter of your body, right? If you could equate touching the ground with your foot as heavy petting, then you could suggest that diving in the ocean is like having sex with the earth, right? If touching the earth is earthing, what is being fully immersed in Mother Earth? To me, it's like having sex with the earth. So, now the value of this joke is in the future. Every time you get in the water, in the ocean, if you think of me and if you think of that as being kind of like having sex with the earth, then you know, an angel gets their wings every time that happens, and I will be laughing wherever I'm at because that is just so funny. So funny. That's my goal. That's what I call a forever joke. Oh God, this guy is dancing over here to some banjo music. Anyway, yeah, I got some good interviews lined up. I've talked to some people, and including Angus. Imagine that. Imagine being the freaking. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be picking my nose right now, huh? I should at least not do that. Angus McKelvey, how'd you like to be the elected official of a town that's been burned to the ground? I can't. I mean, that's got to be a special kind of trauma that only he understands. Like, nobody else can understand that. It's hard to be empathetic for something that you could never possibly know the feeling of, you know. But yeah, poor guy. My God, imagine that. Elected by everybody who just lost their home. So anyway, I'm trying to think. It's hard to think in this crazy ass room with all these crazy ass people. That's just everything I need. I can't. They don't have, or they can't give me, or whatever. Like, I need scissors, but the only ones they got, they need. I need alcohol, but they can't give that to me because they just can't give me a whole bottle of alcohol for some reason. I need bleach. They got detergent, but no bleach. No big deal. Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's funny because everything I need isn't something I can really get yet. Oh, I need readers. They don't have those. They're working on that. One guy said he's going to go to the store to buy readers to give to me from whatever funds he's got to draw on. And so, yeah. Back to these poor people. Everybody just crying in their room. They could be out on the beach swimming, you know. But they are just crying. They're hearing the screams of people that screamed to death as they were dying, losing everything they own. You name it. There's just all kinds of, and then all the future things we're going to learn about, and then going back and seeing it. Gonna be a lot of tear-jerking moments coming up. And I know all you nice people on the mainland, you're traumatized too. Oh, some of the things I've done with the money you gave me. One guy, he just walked up and said, "You made my day." I say that to everyone when they give me a huge tip as a waiter, but this guy just walked up to a guy saying, "Can I borrow $1?" I was like, "Here's 20. Anyway, another guy, maybe I'm repeating myself. I'm going to do that. I'm getting old. Another guy needed money for gas. I told him whether it was free gas, and then I gave him 20 in case there was no gas there. Anyway, I'm trying to do the right thing with some of this money. You know, I've only given away like $150, but I've been given nearly $3 grand. If you can't see, I don't know if you can see how much money y'all are giving me on Venmo. But I prefer it if you just look at it as supporting my channel instead of me being a survivor victim guy. And I'm going to interview people and give you their Cash App or whatever, their cash Venmos each time I interview somebody, and maybe we can help other people too. I'd love to. I mean, it would make me so happy if my audience, you know, donated to somebody else as well. That would just make my day. So, as well as you buying my friend's book, best book ever written, NorCal by Sean Patrick Finnegan. Reads like a movie. Just look up the reviews on it. Blow your mind how good this book is. NorCal. It's on Audible and Amazon. Okay? Audible and Amazon. This guy over here. Anyway, okay, it's unreal. Yeah. Today's a good day to do less if you are inclined to do harm or crime. If you're going to do some harm or some crime, just sit on that couch. Don't do shit today, okay? Make the world a better place by doing less. Thanks for watching. All good things and all good time. Say hi to your friends. Say hi to your family. But most importantly, say hi to your mom. Oh, a mom joke.